Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather around. The Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. Since January 1st, 2021, 170 songs have been written and released on iTunes and Spotify. Though my monthly streak has come to an end, I will be dropping many albums for you going forward. Join us for the live comedy news. Every night of the year, 7 stories are chosen, SNL Weekend update style. I've also released 4 feature comedy films. Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, A Christmas Story, and Peter Bishop, the Wolf of Crypto. BB Poo Poo! Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right in a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, we have 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large, he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pirates of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. and Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Fache Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Fache. And then of course I saved the world, saved all the animals and stuff too.
Zucker Chooch, are you kidding me? Excuse me, are you freaking kidding me?
We did a couple of raps this year. My Aunt Judy told me I could do a rapper's delight and took a poop in my double diaper. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint the ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Like Mark and M's the man now, but what I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a freaking toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to beatseat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone, everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you could play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way sunlight when the world stops hating. We're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's Saturday Night Live! It's Mark Pyers. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pyers Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1181 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam and friends, so don't go anywhere. 2 hours at least of entertainment coming at you. Live songwriting, live comedy, the news. Joanne's back there wheezing right from the top. We're dealing with it. Saturday Night Live style. You better come in and bring your earmuffs if you want to deal with a Wheezy McGee back there. Guys, I just want to let you know I've been showing up for 1,181 days in a row with love pouring out of my heart, light shooting out into this universe at you. You didn't know I was here doing it, but hopefully that's the only reason we're here and still haven't completely imploded. But it seems like we're almost imploded. I don't know. I want to say hi to all of the new family members on TikTok. Guys, for the first time in how long have we been posting on TikTok? 4 to 6 times a day. Nothing has ever been seen. All of a sudden, the last couple days, I'm getting some views on some of my posts. It's interesting that I don't think they're the best posts. Like, if you go back down the rabbit hole, you're going to be like, holy freaking cow, there's so much comedy and great music and Donald Trump impressions throughout the entire postings on TikTok that nobody really saw. So hopefully you guys go through the rabbit hole or down the rabbit hole and start to experience what you've missed on the Renaissance Man Show. This is the ultimate positivity platform. We're here for 1,181 days in a row, and I'm here every day for the rest of my life. I want to bring a positive message to this world, just a place for you to show up, get away from the darkness for a little while. You have the opportunity to be anywhere right now. So I want to thank you for being here with me, but I want you to understand that I show up here. I haven't made a penny for this show except for the kind family members who donate. I show up every day because the world, to me, seems to be dying. I've got 3 kids upstairs sleeping. My wife, she's upstairs getting, going to bed now. But I'm here putting on a show for the world because we need a positive message. And I've been doing it for 3 years plus. Scary thing is most days, for those 3+ years, there's been 9, 10, 13 people here, and I still show up the next day. I didn't care about the suppression because the message is so powerful. We wrote 170 songs in the last 13 months, all released on iTunes and Spotify. I just wrote the Freedom Convoy. It is the Freedom Convoy anthem. You should check it out. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, but we're going to do something like that tonight. We're going to create a song live in the moment. I got my string changed that I broke yesterday. Matt Zabrowski's here, ready to give us a woohoo. I got the comedy news on deck. Joanne, you got the teleprompter ready? Joanne, we're here, dude. It's Saturday Night Live. You don't got the teleprompter ready to go? What? Oh, no, Zabrowski's drinking his yoo-hoo. He's ready for the woohoo. Guys, here we go. Something to live for. Matt Zabrowski, give me a Saturday Night Live woohoo. Woohoo! It was better than I expected, Zabrowski. That's Grammy-worthy. That was a Grammy-worthy performance, woohoo style. You're doing it. Renaissance Man Show. Monologue. Over there, Zabrowski. He's doing it. Look, when you got a woohoo like that, and you're showing up Saturday Night Live style, you just kind of go along with the flow. What? No, Joanne, your wheezing is intolerable. It's like sometimes you can't even think over the wheeze. Wheezy McGee.
You know, it all started, I don't even want to get into it, okay? She followed the guidelines. They told her to go get a bugaboo. She got the bugaboo. Bugaboo. She comes back. She's like lopsided. I was like, Joanne, remember you came in lopsided after the first bugaboo? I said, don't go back for the double-decker. She goes back, passes out again. This time, doctor comes around. He's like, oh, this lady looks like she needs another bugaboo. Bang, biggity boo. She came out like, again, I don't even know. Something weird. The heart starts to expand. Went, way past myocar. She went way past myocar directly to gigantocarditis. She's there doing it, First of case in history, gigantocarditis. It wasn't long before she elevated to humongocarditis. And from there, medical journals were calling the Renaissance Man Show. We want to interview the humongo car. We can't. She's on the precipice. What do you mean? Hot air balloon carditis. She's starting to float back there, taking my rafters out here in the studio. When you're dealing with a Joanne hot air balloon carditis, the biggest heart in history. Right now, we have a GoFundMe. If you go to GoFundMe.com/Joanne from the Renaissance Man Show's massively ridiculous heart that we need to excise and replace with a megalodon heart by Menon. And you got to do the by Menon. If you leave the last S off for savings, you're doing it. You're getting the savings, right? What? No, Joanne, that's fine. Just get the freaking news stories going then. Nobody wants to hear you. Like, she's got the George Soros voice going, which, by the way, I have to share something. My brother, I need you to send this to me again. Trish, Rich made me you know what Rich made me. Rich made me a Joanne. Rich, it's amazing to me how the genius of Rich Killian, he's the in-house artist here, right on the show. And when you have an in-house artist, and he's able to visualize what Joanne looks like, it's a freaking day, you know what I mean? But here's the thing about this. Rich, if Rich is here right now, Trish is definitely here. Trish, I need you to send this to a specific email for me, okay? Send me the Rich artwork to Stay Safe. I'm putting this on the screen. StaySafeConcierge@gmail.com. I'm a real estate agent, so when this Plandemaroo came about, look, I think outside the box always, all right? When this happened, as an entrepreneur, as the Renaissance man specifically, I guess I'm always saying, well, what's next? If I can't go out and show real estate, how do I get people to get out of their homes and buy property? At the time, I didn't know the market was going to explode and people are going to be like, screw it, I have to buy a home. But at the time, I created something called Stay Safe Concierge. The concept was very simple. Nobody wanted to leave their homes. Remember this? I'm spraying down my milk. I was that guy too. Don't feel bad. I was there wiping down the bread. But we did it. We went through more freaking sanitizing wipes than Joe Biden, and that's on a Thursday. He's just if you figure that he was doing on an everyday, we can't catch up to Joe Biden. No, there's no way. He's a poopy pants. But when we were doing it, we're in the middle of it, right? Getting down, wiping down, wiperoo. And, so the bottom line is this. I thought, why don't I just create a company called Stay Safe Concierge? I'll go into the house. I'll get all donned up in like a freaking spacesuit, right? I'm walking around. I'm doing a freaking Zoom with you, right? I'm in the house. You're like, excuse me, Mr. Stay Safe Concierge. Can you turn to the left? What's going on over there? Oh, you mean over here? Yeah, no, that's good. Can you zoom in? I got it. I'm doing it. I'm zooming in. That's great. What do you think of the place? Well, I have 13 years of construction background before getting 13 to 14 years of real estate background. So what I would say to you is that this house is in tip-top shape, except over here in the corner, it looks like there's a seep, and we could probably jack that up over a 2-week period. You don't want to go too much. You start breaking the friggin' wall. I'm talking about just like a quarter inch a week. Before you know it, you're there, okay? When you've built homes, renovated homes for 13 years, you provide extreme expertise that other real estate agents can't. So, Stay Safe Concierge was born, and it never went anywhere because all of a sudden people were like, screw it, I'm going out, putting on 7 masks. Dr. Weasel Fauci came out, he's like, where's 7,467 masks? If you go out to the parties, make sure you got 474 masks. Well, what about if you're going on a date? Double it up. Yeah, you got to also double-decker below, too. You can't do it just on the face. You got to do it on the fudge. You can double-decker on the fudge. 8,647 masks. What about if you want to kiss? You can't kiss. You kiss through the masks.
Dr. Weaselfrauchi, are you serious? You want us to kiss through masks? I'm here. Date of my life. We went out. We're sitting under the stars, masked up. Oh, look at this. This is amazing, Eleanor. What's that? I couldn't freaking hear a word you said. You got the stupid mask on. They did it. You know, they didn't do it, though, because Dr. Weaselfrauch, he was like, no, you can't. Oh. When Dr. Weaselfrauch came out there and said, look, you don't need a mask. Masks don't do anything. I mean, they may make you feel a little better, you know, like it's going to stop a spore, but it's not going to do like what you think it's going to do, you know, like, look, it's not even a big deal, okay? You need 7,647 bugaboos. Whoa, what are we talking about, Dr. Weaselfrauch? No, it's the same strain. We're using the ancestral strain. It's not anecdotal anymore. Hold on, Dr. Weaselfrauch. So you're telling me that you're going to continue to use the first strain? The one that's no longer on the planet? You want to just keep bugabooing people, bugaboostering, and just like, oh, good, you're good. You're good. You got that first ancestral strain, the one that's nothing like the Omicron. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? What? No, Joanne Weezeroo. I'm trying to go over what's going on with the Weaselfrauch. And you're just like, whatever about it. Let me see if Trish sent this to me so I can do what I need to do. Show you the Jabba Joanne-saurus is what Rich titled Joanne here. And I'm hoping I see it. I don't yet. I'll keep my eye out and see if it. Okay, hold on. I see Trish says I should have it now. Waiting for it to come through. Yeah, we got to get the Jabba Joanne-saurus. You guys hear what we were rocking on last night? Doing a song. Is a home equity loan a good idea? You know, it depends. I think if the rate's low, it probably does make sense to have a protected source, the background, especially what's going on down the world right now. You know? We're gonna get some music going later. I don't see it yet. Did I type it in correctly? StaySafeConcierge@gmail. Yeah, it should be that. I don't see it yet. Excuse me, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding? I'm here winning big league. I'm here with Melania. No, down Mar-a-Lago. Got Barrett in the background. He's going to do a jabberoo. Yeah, Barrett, no, play me an E-flat minor. E-flat minor, Donald J. Trump winning big league. I'm here. No, look, you see what's going on in the freaking country? Are you kidding me? You got a sleep sofa. He's taking a poop in his diaper. Double sleepy poopy pants. Slow, he's got a Guinness. He won the Guinness Book of World Records, most naps in the Oval. When you got most naps in history on the Oval, you know, it was a tough second, where Jimmy Carter was there as a tough second. But when Sleepy Poopy Pants came out, oh, look at this. Jeffrey said, have you heard about Trump being a time traveler? Well, I would be the one to tell you since I am Future Mark. I'm from the year 2769. If you didn't know this, you've missed a lot. It's called Back to the Future, Mark. We're about to put the movie out. Yeah, and from the year, again, it's from 2769. I've seen it all, done it all. I've actually been everybody as well. Like, if you go back in history, you guys think time travelers just come in, they're just like seeping in and out. Oh, look, he came in to check on things. No, I've freaking been everybody you've ever known. Everybody. Oh, it was so great how Magellan circumnavigated the globe. You mean Mark Jellin? I'm there doing a world tour, LL Cool J style. You know, mic in my hand. I got the ground with the mic. You know, I'm doing it LL style around the world. Mark Jellin. And then they stole it from me and they gave it to the freaking Magellan guy. They were like, we got to give him something. Did nothing, So they're like, we're going to take it from Future Mark. And they kept using this line, look, we can't let people know that you've been everybody. That wouldn't work. What are we going to do? I get it, I guess, but when you do the work and you're there painting, up on the ceiling and God, you're touching the hand of God and doing it, the electricity that connected that night when I painted the Sistine Chapel as Michelangelo. And they freaking stole it from me, gave it to that hack. Michelangelo. They're like, oh, Michelangelo, he sculpts a little. I did the David. I made the little Winky, Then I did the Sistine.
Michelangelo style. We're sitting down. They're talking about, we have to write this in the ancient journals. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it done, right? He starts talking, oh, this is a beautiful ceiling. It's a Michelangelo. That's right, it's Michelangelo. He writes down Michelangelo, the Italian accent. He couldn't hear it. Oh, Michelangelo. Oh, okay, Michelangelo. It's biblical. Biblical. Right? I did it. I was the one. Sistine in it. It's worse. I was there. This is earlier periods, and I'm painting the most beautiful painting in the history of time. It's literally now everybody talks about, they're like, oh my goodness, it's changed because of the Mandela effect. But this was the most beautiful painting in history. But nobody realizes, in order for you to get the red necessary, in order to get the rouge for the cheeks, for a Mona Lisa, you got to murder a family of 3 or 4 at least in order to get the blood. You're mixing it up. I did the Mona Lisa, Leo Marco da Vinci, I'm there. And then they stole that one from me too. But at the time, nobody realized, genius. Oh, Leo Marco, he's such a genius. I was murdering families left and right, You want to get a Mona Lisa done by number? They gave me the by number painting. They're like, look, Leo Marco, this one, we're going to make it a little easy for you. We already laid out the by numbers and the colors you choose. You choose what colors. I'm like, me choose a color. It's a lady and she's got rouge and lips. Where do you want me to get that red? Yeah, that's right. Murder a family. All right, who do we got? Who's on the street that they won't miss? That was what we did back in the day. Leo Marco da Vinci, I'm there in the middle of it, taking care of everything. Fast forwarding through time, you guys, realize, because this is a music show, I wrote 170 songs last 13 months. They're on Spotify. But that's just because of who I was in a previous life. I'm there doing the fifth. Right? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I was doing it. I was Mozart. And then they give it to freaking Mozart. You got to find the tablature. You find the original tablature and check out the whiteout. You scrape off the freaking whiteout. Mozart. Yeah, Mozart. I did it, But then, fast forwarding through time, when you're future Mark, from the year 2769, you can't stay for long. You can't stay for long, So I just was dabbling a little more in the music thing, did the fur release, Babu, 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 Marktoven. I was doing the Marktoven thing until they stole that from me too, which is a friggin' mess, I think what I'm most proud of though is when I stopped slavery. That was the day. When I signed the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863 as Abraham Mark Lincoln, that was the best. That was the one where people were, basically so proud of me as future Mark. You stopped slavery. Yeah, no, but it was Abraham Mark. Nope, we got to go biblical on that one too. We're going to give it to Abraham. You're going to give it to Too Tall Jones? You're going to give it to freaking, Top Hat guy? Unfreaking real, There's no appreciation for the work put in order to draft an Emancipation Proclamation. 1863 came and went. So did my life there as Abraham Mark Ford Theater, But sometimes you got to go through it. Sometimes you got to go through it, End of the day, famine friends, future Mark. I don't know how the hell we got into it. Susan Donahue in the house kicking it with us. Guys, when you got Susan Donahue here, you got Trish Killian here. You got Jeffrey Flissick, my brother in Yardbirds. And then we got some family members here on TikTok. Calamar Curry, how are you? Good to see you. Together we stand. Thank you so much for sending your roses. You are amazing. Guys, remember, this is a live comedy show, live improvisation. I am clearly, future Mark. I'm from the year 2769. That's obvious, If you want to ask me what's coming up, I'll let you know. Trump, not from the future, no. He is Super Trump, though. He is the son of Jor-El. You didn't know this. I guess I could fill you in now, but he's from the planet Krypton. And some people are still kind of in awe that he was, came here when he was a baby. They say it days old, and he flies in from Krypton. He lands under some milk truck in it, Uncle Ben comes out, with with what's her name, the aunt, and they're like, oh, there's a little boy underneath the milk truck. Come here, little boy. Look, we want some food. Are you kidding me? Food? I'm freaking Chopper. I'm here from Krypton, the winning big league. My father, Jarrell, he said, look, Super Trump, we're going to have to send you to the United States of America. You're going to be a baby. Yeah. No, we'll send you to Uncle Ben's. You're going to have some rice. Then they'll change the name because it's racist, apparently. Look, everything's racist when you have somebody who's African-American on the cover. No, you can't do that. Now we go with someone white. So we go the opposite way, I guess. No, you can't be proud. Can't do it. Da. When you got Super Trump, Uncle Ben, come here, little boy. My name is Super Trump. I speak perfect English. I'm a day old. My father, Jarrell. Just don't bring any freaking kryptonite. Kryptonite to me is like Sleeps Over Joe, like the liberal, the left wing, fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media. But no, Melania, don't go near the gold toilet. You can't go near the gold toilet, Melania. I'm here. Winning big league. Trish sent me Joanne Soros. Guys, are you ready to see it? Now, I would like to bring it through there's a way for me to cut out the background. I'll have to do that later. But this is Joanne Soros here. If you were on TikTok, head over to the YouTube page to see this. Joanne Soros. What does she look like, guys? What would you think that Joanne Soros looks like? What would you think? You'd be like, I'm not sure what Joanne Soros thinks what it looks like. If you don't know what she looks like, we're about to show you. Bang, biggity. Hold on, no. That's not the right one because that's way too big. Can we do it smaller? Let me see. Is there a way to do it over here? Well, you know what? I'll just make it smaller. Let's see. Hold on, no. And do that, and then. See, I got tricky on that. I like you. Okay, so this right here is Joanne Soros. Let's see. Just so you guys are prepared for it. I don't want you to be like, oh, good, she's so gorgeous. Look, at the end of the day, you have to remember Joanne, she's a looker. You get a looker like Joanne, and you're like, damn, there you go, Joanne Soros on the screen. Oh, goodness. That's just another win right there, from Rich Killian. I told you, in-house artist here, Renaissance Man Show, whenever there is a new character in need, Rich Killian comes to the freaking savior of the show, because we're here. We don't know what to do. Joanne, I can't bring her out. I told you guys, if I actually bring her out to the camera, she'll crack the lens and the mirror inside. It's a reverse mirror system. And she's broken 5 cameras so far. So if I bring her in, I can't afford to buy another camera because of Joanne. But that's basically dead on, especially that left nostril. I don't even know how the hell, Rich got that one. But like the left nostril that points up, like I've always wondered, like, Joanne, what happened on that one? Okay. Wheezing it out. She's like, it's just the way I was born. Yeah, we know. Soros. Jabba the Hutt. Guys, nobody really understood that. Nobody understood that Soros is only who he is because of his placement as Jabba the Hutt and his back-end deal with George Lucas. Oh, you know what? He's a genius financier. He's terrible. You ever looked at his record? He's the worst financier. He's just really good at working a deal in the Star Wars franchise. Jabba the Hutt, feeding him grapes, freaking Soros, typecast. They thought about using him as the pit monster as well, as like just a three-peat, but he just, he didn't fit into that, hole, and it wasn't able to get his mouth open wide enough, But he did. He was able to adapt as Jabba the Soros, and then also when he came back as Senator Palpatine. When they got the double-decker out of George Soros as Palpatine as well as George, is Jabba the Hutt, that was a win-win until the franchise did better than Lucas expected it would, making George Soros a billionaire. And still, everybody believes he's, really good in finance. No, sorry. No, you had no idea. SAG minimums turned into, the SAG deal of a lifetime. When you're a Hollywood legend that nobody realizes because they didn't use makeup, but they just called you something and they're like, oh, it's Jabba the Hutt. No, I'm sorry. It was George Soros laying on his side eating grapes. And you guys were fooled. You guys were so fooled. It was sad that actually, that you didn't realize until now. But Joanne, what do you think? How close to that is that when you look at it, you're like, I'm looking in the mirror, right? You're looking in the mirror. I could tell you're a mirror-looking lady. Oh goodness, Joanne, I don't blame you by any means, but you could do something about the wheeze. That is the one thing we could get a little bit of help on. What do we have for the first story of the day, Joanne? It looks like Elon Musk, officially the world's richest man, says he thinks Putin is significantly richer. He actually says Putin is significantly richer than me. Let's see what we got over here from I love Elon Musk. I think he's such a cool dude. I'd love to have him on the show one day. Elon Musk is the richest man on record, but he thinks Putin could be richer. The Tesla CEO retook his title as the richest person in the world in late 2021 when he passed Amazon's Jeff Bezos. How do you feel being a net worth of $260 billion, roughly, perceived as the richest person on earth? Matthias Dopfner, the CEO of Insider's parent company Axel Springer, asked Musk during a recent interview. I do think that Putin is significantly richer than me. Musk replied. He did it. He replied. And he said, Putin, massive wealth remains a mystery and that nobody knows exactly how much it is and where it is. Or does he have it stashed? Putin has been linked to a $1.4 billion palace on the Black Sea and a $4 million Monaco apartment. Wait a second. There's a $1.4 billion palace. Could somebody please, we have to pull that up. I got to see this freaking $1 billion palace. All right, how is that worth $1 billion though? Like, what are we talking here? Reports to show a secret $1.4 billion palace on Russia's Black Sea that allegedly belongs to Russian President Vladimir Putin. And Vladimir Putin putting in his moat. He's got a moat in the front. Look, it's a freaking moat. You've got the alligator in the front. You got to come around and they put in the pressure on you. They kill you. They eat your face. I'm putting all of my men on it. I'm putting it to your people there, United States of America. What is going on in the background there? You look at that. It's like a freaking horse track. Like, what is going on? That is not a $1 billion house. I'm sorry. I've been selling real estate for 13, 14 years. That's not a $1 billion house. And there's a house back here. Look, you see that? There's a freaking house back there. You don't get a house nearby with 1.4 bill. Yeah. Oh, let's just pretend. Anybody could say anything. My house is worth $650 billion, guys. Stupid. Just whatever. I don't even want to. I'm pissed off, Joanne. Bull crap, 1.4 billion. A house worth 1.4 bill. Dumb. Who valued that? Putin probably had a gun to his head. You know what? 100 million? I'm sorry, no. 200 million. Keep going, stupid. They're playing like freaking Russian roulette with the guy who's the appraiser. He comes by. So, this is a really nice place. This is beautiful. You got a beautiful palace here. What are we looking? How much we look? I'm thinking about like 85 million. You kid, right? No, I did the research. You're talking about 100,000 square feet, palace style, Russia. I'm sorry. You don't make out alive unless you bring up by 10%. 100%, million percent. I talk about 1.4 mil. 1.4 mil? You want to go down? No, I said bill. $1 billion. Dr. Evil must have got involved. I'm sorry, no, we're not taking any lower than 1.4 billion. That's how much it is for this ridiculous thing we're dealing with. It's a freaking palace in the Black Sea. It's worth 1.4 bill. That's right. Dr. Evil doing a 1.4 bill. guys, when we're doing it. Tail volcano, thousands flee after eruption in the Philippines. Thousands of people fled their homes near a Philippine volcano after an eruption sent ash and steam hundreds of meters into the sky. Taal volcano, which sits in a picturesque lake south of Manila, exploded with a short-lived burst at 7:22 a.m. on Saturday. The Joanne, the Philippines Institute of Volcanology. Joanne, can you freaking stop? You're doing a teleprompter while I'm trying to do the news. And you got to give me a chance on something like Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. Gosh, oh my, I read these cold, people. It's not like I read this freaking story. We're doing it cold. I got to go back now, Joanne? I got to reverse it? God almighty. She said I don't have to reverse it today. If I want to just go back, I could go back without doing a reverse because I didn't get far enough in for it to matter. Sometimes it's hard for her to cut. So she needs me to go into the reverse situation so then she can do the perfect cut. And then when we get into it, we're like, what a great cut that was. You know, we're doing Charlie Chaplin style. It formed further eruptions were possible, which could trigger dangerous, fast-moving volcanic flows of gas, ash, debris, as well as a tsunami, fam and friends. So Philippines, where would that go if there was a tsunami? Does it say? I don't need to read all freaking 12 pages of this, Joanne. Joanne, why do you give me crap stories that are 9 pages long? I don't need a 9-page story. I want a one-pager, a one-off, okay? The agency's chief, Renato Solidum, said the activity was weaker than in January 2020. The tail shot ash 15 kilometers high and spewed red-hot lava, crushing scores of homes, killing livestock, and sending tens of thousands into shelters. There is no threat beyond the 5 villages, Solidium said. More than 12,000 people live in the most vulnerable communities, according to the latest available official data. That's data, I just said, just so you know. Just being silly. Police have deployed to stop people entering the high-risk zones, while aviation authorities warned airlines and pilots of potential hazards from volcanic ash in the atmosphere. The Philippines is hit periodically by eruptions and earthquakes due to its location of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Joanne, the Ring of Fire! That's what I call the freaking porta potty after you use it. You know, you're the worst back there after you go to the burrito place. You know, you go down to the burrito place and you spend a little bit more time there than you should, and also in the porta potty. And what? Oh no, TikTok, they're asking me why don't you just let her use your toilet? No, I'm sorry. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here. She's got a porta potty for a reason. The Ring of Fire. Anyway, guys, that's a good story there. What are we talking about? Guys, this is a little scary when Sleep Sofa Joe Biden is awake long enough to say, Putin cannot remain in power. Look, my Aunt Judy told me we got to get him out. We got to somehow take him out before I poop my triple diaper. That's verbatim. You see it on the screen, you know? Oh, goodness. I'll tell you what, I saw a video today that really got me thinking. All right, so here's the concept. For 5 years, we've been getting nothing but fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media, right? All of a sudden, Ukraine goes down and we're going to start getting the truth from them? No, I knew that from day one. I'm like, whatever you're hearing is not the truth. I don't know what the truth is, but it's not what you're hearing in the news. And all of a sudden I see a lady today who says she's in Mariupol and that the governor or the mayor of Mariupol, he left them a month ago. They've been without power, without electricity, without gas, without food, without bread, without milk for a month. This guy left them in the lurch. And then over here in the country, we're talking about, Mariupol, always feel so bad for them because the mayor and this freaking left them a month ago. So he's like, we've been sitting here without anything. And you know who came to save us while we were hiding in the basements? Because we were being told the Russian soldiers. The Russian soldiers gave them their rations and helped them because they had nothing. Not a Ukrainian soldier. Nobody else was there to help them. They were going to all die. Until the Russian soldiers came and saved them and gave them their rations. And I'm watching this lady tell, and she's like, what you're hearing is not the truth. This is what's really going on here. And I was like, whoo, I was right again. You know, so just Lori Wagner, so good to see you. Raven, my brother, good to see you. But it's crazy that that's going on in a world like it is today, you know, guys. And I started thinking about this. Remember, you live in a country, so no matter what you're hearing is what they want you to hear. as someone who's doing something that's atrocious in another country, they're going to pitch it to you like it's for the good and the welfare of the nation. And you'd be on the outside and they'd probably be saying the same frigging crap that our people are saying about Putin right now. You know, like, oh, war criminal. You know how many people have died in Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan? Civilians, men, women, and babies, children, because of the people that ran this country. And we consider it, oh, noble. We're doing this because we're somehow giving them their freedom and democracy. We're bringing democracy into this land that they don't freaking want. And so from the outside, they're like, what? How dare these people be that hypocritical after what they did for 20 years? You know, just because people are from a different part of the world, like let's call it the Middle East, that doesn't mean you could treat them differently. It doesn't mean that their lives mean any less than the people in Ukraine, Joe, you know? And so it bothers me when I see this, when I see how we've literally and inadvertently, I'm not sure what Putin's doing. He probably is doing it he's on purpose. But what I did hear from this lady is she said the Ukraine soldiers are hiding where the civilians are. They have no reason to be there, but they're afraid. So they're hiding in civilian villages, in schools, in hospitals, and they're putting these people in danger instead of going out and being on the front line and fighting this out or giving up. That's what the lady said. Either fight it out, give it up, but don't come and hide with us with the women and children. So they're bombing our shelters and we're in the basement and the only people that came to save us were the Russian troops. And I said, whoa, that's a scary thing, guys, because it reminds me a lot of what I thought at the beginning. I said, whatever you're hearing, the fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media didn't all of a sudden start telling you the truth when Ukraine happened. They haven't been telling you the truth for 5 years. It doesn't all of a sudden start with Ukraine. Oh, now all of a sudden they're going to be honest. It's the most corrupt and dishonest news outlet. That's why I call it the National Enquirer fake news mainstream media, because these people are three steps away from calling, you know, the next story bat with human ear. It's bound to happen. And the crazy thing is people will be like, oh my goodness, there's a bat with a human ear. Because we're gullible. And we believe when someone who's on TV says something, oh, you know, oh, it's a very dangerous thing. You should take your 6-month-old and make sure they get that bugger booster. You got to look at the real information. You got to take it from an angle that they're not giving you. And the thing is, you only get one angle in 2022, which is the worst. Getting one angle. Whenever you try to tune into a different angle, whenever you try to look at it from a different perspective, ridicule, cancellation. That's the reality of the world that we're currently living in. It's a cancel culture, but based on fear. They're fearing the idea of someone speaking out a truth that they can't create a bigger lie over. So what they say instead is, let me just keep everybody from these messages or keep everybody from this perspective so they're not altered in any way. I got to tell you guys, I posted 2 clips, one here on Facebook or YouTube and then over on TikTok. Okay. And it was the one saying, do you lock your doors? That one I'm not sure how it's doing, but the other one that was talking about how we so willingly just go and throw billions, 14 plus billion to be more precise. And when we had a president who fought for 4 years to try to get money to complete a southern border, they fought him tooth and nail to never give him the money. And instead of saying, hey, you should never have said that they're going to pay for it, just said, hey, here's the money, but we want to hear you squeal a little. We want to hear you say, yeah, thank you for giving the money so we can get this done. But they refused. They refused to find a way to come up with $5 billion in order to complete a protective, some sort of structure that can block that place and this place. And I got to say, for the most part, when I posted this video on TikTok, there's been about almost 1,000 comments, maybe 900 comments so far. And
most of those comments are people like me, people like you, and they're saying, it's disgusting. I can't believe this is going on. And many, many comments saying, this is spot on. This guy's nailed it. And I'm like, guys, and this is the first opportunity I'm able to reach out to all these people one by one because they haven't seen anything I've posted on any platform. But they all seem to be on board with everything I'm saying. And I said, join us. I responded to each and every person and said, join us. We're live every day and we try to create in the moment. And if you like this, join us. They've kept the show from you. They've kept the show from people. They continue to keep the show from people. And the only way around it, like I said, is to, I know, and this is the worst part. Okay. How many times did I tell you this? If I want to try to get to people, I have to play the game a little bit. And I got to talk about stuff I don't want to talk about. Like, I don't want to talk about politics at all. But it seems like when I talked about politics, I got 1,500, 1,600 views on YouTube for a short. And when I spoke about politics instead of the same message over on TikTok, it was up to 50,000 views last I looked. And that's pretty solid for anything I've ever put out there. I think that's probably the max on anything. Oh, one Christopher Walken thing I did 12 years ago has something like 150,000 views. But that's just, I never knew that people were seeing it. I lost all my login information, never really looked. I retired from entertaining people for about 9 years until I started the show. And then I found the page and I was like, holy cow, this thing got a ton of views. But the thing is, it's interesting when all of a sudden people are responding to the content. And what's kind of is they're responding to something it's not really what we do fully here. I mean, I rant. But the comedy and the music is the best part of the show. The getting away from all that crap is the best part of the show. And anytime I put anything of the comedy or the music or just the good vibes that we're doing here, the live improvs with Joanne, they don't let enough people see them. They just kind of sit there. And of course, as soon as you do something that involves what's happening in the current world, talking about an administration, or you're talking about Ukraine, or you're doing this, all of a sudden there's more eyes on it. And we went from a couple people looking at it to a lot of people sharing it, a lot of likes, a lot of, I'm going to just check real quick. I'll tell you, because I just logged off of TikTok. We went to having some people, like, for example, right now there's 43 notifications when I tuned in to my TikTok. I'm used to logging in and seeing 0. Like I'll post all day and there's no notifications. Nobody likes anything. I see some views, but nobody likes anything. It's so weird. I'm never able to reach people that actually like any of my content. They'll just show me, okay, 35 views, 65 views, and there's 0 likes. I'm like, who are these freaking people? Nobody likes somebody being creative on a daily basis and trying to make you laugh. So anyway, this is what we did. I started posting just about face-to-face stuff like this. And this is where we're at on this one video.
We just give $14.3 billion to Ukraine to protect Ukraine and their border.
So this is the video right here. And what's interesting about this is you're seeing the scrolling comments right there. Now, right now, you could probably see on the bottom here, there's 54,700 views, 1,131 shares, and 11.1K likes, 942 comments. And that was posted
When Donald, I mean, I know we're in the twilight zone and all, but I know.
I'm not sure. It's posted yesterday morning. But that to me is interesting. Now, 3 or 4 days ago, I had the Chris Cuomo bit, and that was the, where's the Cuomo bit? Oh, here.
I wasn't the only dishonest journalist on CNN's payroll, Cuomo says. Joanne, I'm loving this. This is seedy, salacious stuff. Cuomo drags Don Lemon head into the mud. Joanne, this is a Peppa Pig episode. We're doing it. Episode number 1 for the plaintiff is Don Lemon. Oh, can we do this like a real court TV? I'm doing it. Hold on. I wasn't the only...
So that was the total bit there. And this one, Joanne, remember this, Joanne? That was a good one. This one actually got 35,000 views. Let me see if you could see that on the bottom. And I'm just saying, because what's interesting is we've never been able to get views at all for anything. But all of a sudden when I do something that's about, why is it not zooming in, whatever. Anyway, it's, yeah, there we go. 35.7 and 128 shares. So it obviously it's clear that some people they don't like this as much as they like this, being like this, you know, you get like the full screen. And I'm realizing, like, I've been posting so much of the show. I post these clips from the show and just, they don't really seem to pound out and get out there like they should. But when I go full screen and do those little things, that's when they seem to get a little bit more, or people start to, you know, get a little bit more interested. But just for perspective, I want you to know I've been stuck at 2,000, or just around 2,000. Jeffrey knows because he's on my TikTok. You guys should all follow me over there. But I've been stuck at about 2,000 followers for a very long time. 1,900, 2,000 followers. And just today, this is kind of crazy. So just from today, 1,800 followers, it looks like. I think it went up to 1,800 followers. So I went from about 2,200 to 4,103. Now I want to point that out for a second because 4,103 is, hold on, there you go. 4,103. That's an interesting number. My birthday is 4/13. You see that? Hold on a minute. Trying to figure out. Okay, so all those numbers there, 169, 4103, 22.9. All those numbers together equal my birthday, 4/13/78. You can make 4/13 and 78 out of all those numbers. When I've been looking at things like this, I've been seeing a lot of synchronicity things. Like, for example, let me see if I took a photo. I took a photo of something earlier. I don't know if I saved it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I went from, that was 4,103, right? The last time I looked, it was 4,000. And I took a picture of this because I was so excited that I hit this number exactly. And I happened to look right when this happened. Come on, buddy. Okay. 169, 4,013. So 4103. This was the last I looked right before the show. What, 851? Okay. I took that at 851. 413, which is again, my birthday. All right. Hold on. Okay. I'm getting messages. Let's see. The last part, or is it? I want you to see my favorite thing. Okay, 413, but look at next to that, 22.2. 22.2. 222. So I see 222. I see 4,013, 413, my birthday, and 169, whatever. That doesn't matter because it's just the amount of people I'm following. But the 413 and 222, I'm like, okay. All the time, whenever I see 222, I see all these synchronicity numbers. I'm like, that is the Lord, that is the universe saying, keep going, dude. And so for the first time ever, we actually have some people looking at our content. That's the thing I just wanted to share with you guys. And I'm very, very excited about that because we've been here for so long trying to just reach people, more people that could come and join this community. I don't know how the connection is from people from TikTok actually going and finding their way here to YouTube, but I hope that starts to happen because I'll tell you what's going to happen. TikTok is a weird platform. I'm going to take this freaking thing up to 100 million. I'm doing it. Okay. And we're going to hopefully grab all those people and bring them over here because what I can say that's kind of interesting is now that I've reached some of these people that are interested in this content, that's like, I would say, anti the change of the world that's happening. Those people are now starting to see the stuff that's been anti the change of the world that's been happening, the songs, all that stuff. I think they're going to start to gravitate towards those things and see the comedy we make based around those things. And before you know it, we're going to blow out TikTok. TikTok's going to feed YouTube. And that's where we're going to see our community grow. And that's only happening, I believe, because I'm now going to just post 3 to 6 times a day. I'm going to go live there often. I'm going to drop these little face things, little short little things. And let's hope we can keep breaking through and getting more people to see the show. Because what I realize is eyes on a little clip can lead to those people wanting to see more. And then we have someone in the chat that you can welcome. So I'm really going to just stress to people like Trish, to Jeffrey, to Modoc, anybody that here that has been here for a while, and you know that someone who comes in here is somebody who has never been here before, or they're just here a couple times, please immediately welcome them, because I can't, and let them know what the show's about, and say, hey, where did you hear about the show? Oh, I saw it on TikTok. Awesome. Just so you know, this is a variety show. It's live music, live comedy. It's original. There's nothing here that is happening with a script. We're taking this moment and creating within. So welcome everybody. Let them know that this is the greatest show on earth. I really think it is. I don't know. I know that we don't have the numbers to prove that, but I truly believe we have so much fun here every single night. We live in the light. We clear our minds from the darkness of the world. We create songs in the moment. We create feature films, comedies, and we totally separate ourselves from the lies that are being told to us. And to me, anything that you can watch with the entire family, that categorizes as potentially greatest show on planet. And, this is the Mr. Rogers for adults that your kids can also watch. We're here with positive messages, trying to let people find the greatest version of self, and also seeing if their children can get the same messages and sit around the table together and talk about the things that matter. Because what's being spoken and being spewed upon us does not matter. None of it. It's all division, lies, and an inception, essentially. Let's just see what this poop has to say. It's funny. I was talking, there's my dad the other day. He's like, you got to stop talking about the politics because you turn people off. Nobody wants to hear about the politics anymore. Yeah, nobody likes this guy, so everybody loves the guy. But don't talk about it anymore. But then, okay, well, what do I do when I get a story where Sleepy says, does he get assassinated? News hosts ponder Putin's demise after Biden calls for ouster. President Biden's incendiary call for Russia's Vladimir Putin to be removed from power Saturday sparked fevered speculation on cable news channels, with hosts openly wondering whether the dictator might be murdered. In terms of potential regime change, how does Putin get overthrown? Eric Sean said, you know what, Joanne? This is not going to happen, okay? Unless someone from the inside does it, it's not going to happen. That dude will be there for good. He's not going to be whacked. You kidding me? That's Vladimir Putin. He's putting the pressure on you. Guys, make sure you update your Chrome. I did this right before the show. Google sucks. Issues emergency security warning for 3.2 billion Chrome users. Attacks underway. So there's a ransomware thing they're doing here, and they're getting in. It's a 0-day vulnerability. And you have to update your Chrome. So what you have to do is head up to the right corner, click on the three dots, and you'll see at the bottom, help, click that. And when you do that, it will show you if you have the updated version. If you don't, it will upload for you right then and relaunch. Do that for you. It's going to be very much what's needed at the moment. And guys, this is just interesting real quick. Alcohol-related deaths spiked in 2020, killing more under 65 Americans than the Cove. And guys, I just want to point this out because this is clearly not working over here. I'm not able to scroll. Joanne gave me another crap story here. But as you can see, this lady's a freaking vineaholic. And I don't blame her. They put us through literal hell for the last 2 years, locked in our homes. And the danger and the effects have now come out, and you're seeing the real damage that took place over the 2-year period they destroyed our world. Alcohol-related deaths spiked in 2020, killing more under 65 than the Cove. So don't be fooled by what you hear on a daily, because there are other things taking place. There are extenuating circumstances that you can't control. And these things are sometimes so much more of an effect on life than the actual thing you're afraid of. Strange new type of solar wave defies physics. We need our brother Mark Wages to tell us what's going on, but apparently there is a strange new type of high-frequency wave on the sun's surface. The waves are moving 3 times faster than scientists thought was possible. The acoustic waves, called high-frequency retrograde vorticity waves, were spotted rippling backward through the sun's plasma in the opposite direction of its rotation. The previously unknown type of wave was described in a study published on March 24th. Scientists can't...
Back on things like vocabulary.
Are you seriously going to do that? Right? Joanne, you gave me an ad during the story, wheezing it. Scientists can't see into the sun's fiery depths, so they often measure the acoustic waves that move across its surface and bounce back toward its core to infer what's going on inside. But the unprecedented speed of the HFR waves spotted in 25 years of data from space and ground-based telescopes has hinted that scientists might be missing something big. The very existence of HFR modes and their origin is the true mystery and may elude this exciting physics at play. So, Joanne, just keep that in mind next time you're going to look directly at the sun. Now you can hear what your voice sounds like on Mars, Joanne. Can we do that? Let's see. Click here to record your reading. We got to do this now. Hold on. This won't let us do it this way, so we're going to do it our own way. Hold on. What if we did this? Okay. Okay, click and hold to record your greeting. But why the hell is it not working? This is not working. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. This is on the NASA's website. We're going to see if we can do a little audio recording and see what it sounds like on Moon. Here we go. Hi, my name is Joanne Soros. I'm on the moon. Hello, my name is Joanne Soros. I'm on the moon. I also double as Maury Povich. You are the father. Let's see. Why don't I see it now? What the freak, dude? You're supposed to give it to me. Click and hold the greeting. Choose your file, audio or video. Choose your playlist. You on Mars, okay? Stupid crap. Hi, my name is Joanne Soros. You are the father. It's not working. I was trying, guys. I wanted to get that for you. I really wanted to freaking do it. But you know what? They're not giving it to us today. They're being a bunch of crappers. Bunch of crappers is what we got going down over there. Guys, I'm going to play you something. I need to grab a bowl of cereal. That's what we do about now. It's a midnight time in it. We're down it. Do I amuse you? Did you guys like the Joe Pesci picture today? I freaking love it. I love Pesh. The old Pesharoo. How about I play you guys something random? You want to see some random comedy from back? Let's just pull up something here. I'm going to hit you with something. You're not going to even know what the hell's coming because I don't know what's coming yet. We're going into the improv comedies bin, 204 videos to choose from. Good luck figuring out which one I'm going to pick. Bing, biggity, boo, bing, biggity, boo, boo. You know, when you're doing it. What's he going to pick? I'm going to pick something freaking hilarious. I think I have to do this because right now we're dealing with the Ukraine border sitch, you know, and nobody realized that I covered it first. I was the first one to go and get on the front lines in Ukraine and give it to you guys or give you the news and try to stop this war from taking place. I was there doing a Putin. I got on the air. I said, you're Putin and you're the bad energy buddy. And he was not a good guy. Here we go. Thank you for coming to love. Guys, I love this song. It's in every single video. Tell a friffer and let me know when we're ready to go. I'm here. I got the Three Stooges ready to go. No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend or anything, but tell a friff. Anyway. What? No, I'm on standby. I understand. Tell a friff. This guy freaking reeks over here. Can we make some magic happen? I just want to get through the broadcast. Ukraine. You think I want to be Ukraine? Everybody's back home watching this broadcast. Ooh, it sucks to be Mark. Channel 7 News. Out there in Ukraine right now with friggin' Igor and his brother Stitch. And what's going on with the guy at the end? He's got something wrong with him, right? Look at that friggin' helmet. What are we talking about? What kind of helmet is that? I just want to know. Is that specially fit for a lump on that head? Like, do you have a lumpy head?
I'm just saying, it seems like you may have a lumpy head under there. We should get it checked out. Any good doctors here in Ukraine in it? I'm just saying, you should probably consult a physician to find out what's going on with that friggin' nog over there, right? Anyway, look, Channel 7 News, Mark Pyers, we're doing it here in Ukraine. They got a couple of missiles over here, dropping it in grenade style. If you can see, this tank back here is a UG-7946er, and the three of these guys, this guy in the middle, when he's not loading up that friggin' cannon, he's there ready to drive that UG-976er. And when he does it, oh yeah, the people of the neighboring cities, they all come. It's like almost like a soapbox derby. They're like, oh, I wonder when Igor's coming to town. He's here. Igor's here right now. So look, Igor, can I ask you a question? How long will it take for you to, place the missile in said grenade launcher and, send it at a neighboring village? Oh, I see. Of course, I don't speak your freaking language, so I have no idea what you're saying. Anyway, guys, he's talking to me like I freaking know what the hell he's saying. I can't do it, right? I'm over here. I'm doing a Channel 7 News Ukraine live report. I can't tell you what he's saying in Ukraine. Oh, I'm speaking Ukrainian right now to a guy from America, Channel 7 News. Look, do me a favor, Igor. Just sit there and keep that disarmed. We don't need you just letting off a missile when I'm doing my Channel 7 News thing. Like you can't get in the way of God doing the news. So guys, what we're dealing with right now is 3,000 troops coming here, Ukraine. They're going to take on Igor. It's 3,000 versus 3. Look at this guy over here. Look, he's got a friggin' grin. He's like, I can't wait to go on against 3,000 Americans. Look, I gave him a little inside scoop. I said, they're going to smash your freaking head, Igor. He said, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, Igor, I know that's not how you really sound. Can you tell us how you really sound? Do it once for us. Pretty close, right? I was pretty close. I would say I was 9 out of 10 on what Igor sounds like. Of course, he's speaking Ukrainian. So when he goes, I don't know what the hell he said except for vodka. You know what I mean? Look, we're doing it. Channel 7 News here, Ukraine border. It's getting serious. We heard they're lining in a freaking counter-strike. Yeah, apparently they heard like the village nearby, they were making stew, like some freaking gross stew. It was like that sludge, like when you're just like going Hansel and Gretel going through the woods, that type of deal. And you had like the porridge, and then this guy, he said we have to go and counter-strike. So just be aware. I'm sorry if you want to go and get some popcorn or something, while I'm preparing, I got Telefriffin over here stinking it up, Ed Wood. But I'm doing it, Channel 7 News here, Ukraine border. So can I ask you, Stitch? So let me ask you a question, Stitch. So are you planning on, in between, having like poker games with the other side? They used to do that like Roman times. Like they would fight all day and then they'd be like, oh, we're going to have dinner together, drink wine and play poker. You guys going to be doing that at all with, with the other side? Stitch! I don't know what the frig you're saying over there, What are you doing? You got a double-decker missile deal? You ready to go and stick the missiles up and like, I got my missiles. And Ukrainian? I'm sorry, look, they sent me here to do a news report, not to deal with stupid missile guy over here, Stitchy. And, first of all, Igor has got an issue. But my biggest question is, I guess, over here with Dumbo Head. Dumbo Head, let me ask you a question. Because you're all the way over there, and I don't know, you look like you want to punch me. You want to punch me? Huh? You want to punch me, Dumbo? Huh? You want to throw one at me, Dumbo Head? Huh? I'm going to step back here for a second, because you look like you really want to throw one at me. And look, you got a Dumbo Head. I'm sorry. Looks like someone sledgehammered you. Like, I can't deal with you got a sledgehammer in the head. And then you want me to somehow not, point a freaking arrow at it? Like, how
How do I not point my finger at you? Like, that guy, Dumbo head. You know? Look, Channel 7 News, when you're doing it and you got a Dumbo head, I'm doing the microphone to tell him to point to the Dumbo head. Dumbo head over here. What? No, sorry, Dumbo head. Yeah, I don't want you attacking me with that Dumbo head. Look, let me ask you a question though. What happened? Did you bang your head? Like, what are we talking about here? Oh my goodness, tell him, Friff. Got a guy over there with a lumpy head. You know, you're doing a Channel 7 News. And then a guy with a freaking lumpy head, a guy named Igor, and Stitch, his brother, you know, they take over. Like, I came here to do a straight scene, guys. I came here to do it straight. And I got you over here looking at me. You like to say, I'm gonna get this guy over here. You got a freaking lumpy. Hey, lumpy. You know, for Christmas, what did you get? A couple extra lumps? You know, it's a sad thing when Lumpy ordered, you know, just a normal tea, and it came with a couple lumps. I didn't want any lumps. Oh, really, Lumpy? You got a lumperoo! You know, when you're doing it, Lumpy, and you come out here, and you're trying to act tough with those stupid fists clenched, you know, like, I'm not afraid of your clenchy fists. What are we talking? You could come down here, do a bunch of gifts, and I'm sitting here just looking at you sideways. I'm doing like a side-eyed. I'm side-eyeing you. I'm looking like this. I'm side-eyeing you on the way out. Like, yeah, all right, Finch, look at that lumpy-headed dude over there. I'm going to clench my fist. I see you over there, Clenchy. Oh, man, you know, I feel bad in a way. I'm sorry. I don't mean to come at you. You know, Clenchy, you know, lumpy head. You look like you also pooped your pants. Are you related to the sleep sofa and the Oval? I'm saying you may have to get a double-decker, you know, diaper situation that replaces whatever you got going on over there. The smell is pretty insanely horrible. Look, Telefriff, what else do I have to report? Yeah, 3,000 freaking troops. They're coming here to fight Igor and his brother Stitch and Lumpyhead. Lumpyhead had no chance. Lumpyhead had no freaking chance, Telefriff. He's here. He's doing it. Lumpyhead. They just threw a freaking grenade. He's like, I'll grab that. Done. You know? Lumpy, I'm sorry. So Future Mark told me that you are going down, Lumpy. You got a grenade, and it just was like, that's the end of Lumpyhead. Look, we're doing a Channel 7 News. I'm here with the 3 baddest dudes in Ukraine. Guys, I was thinking about coming up with a name for the 3 of you. What do you think, Igor? Like, what if we came up with, like, the 3 Amigos, or the Ukrainian 3 Amigos? How about that? And you guys can do your tagline would be like, oot, 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 whatever that means. And people be like, yay, we love the Ukrainian 3 Amigos. We couldn't get Chevy Chase or Martin Short. We got Igor, Stitch, and Lumpy over there. Lumpy was the best on screen. They needed 2 cameras to shoot his head. Telefriff! I can't! You got me too... I can't, Lumpy head! The double camera! Oh, man! Do a double camera, guys! Oh, my goodness. You know, Lumpy, when you need 2 cameras to shoot that freaking head, it's not my fault that I laugh a little at it. You know, that thing's mongoloid, you know? Like, I heard you were a close second for, you know, for Sloth in Goonies. But Matuzak had it with the voice. When Matuzak came out and he goes, hey, you guys, it was over for you. You had no shot because you just can't get that deep, you know? Even when you clench your fists and poop like you're doing right now, you couldn't hit that note. I'm sorry. Matuzak, when he goes, Rocky Road, that was it. You couldn't touch the Rocky Road. Matuzak, I'm sorry. Lumpy head. You know, in America, we may have a doctor who could look at that lumpy head and do something about it. Like maybe give you less of a, you know, you've got a reverse giraffe head, where usually a giraffe has a long neck. You got a lumpy head. It's like a weird, you know, Planet of the Apes weird. You know the guy who's got that weird cone head, Dan Aykroyd back in the 90s, you know, that deal? That's you. You got a Dan Aykroyd head, I'm pretty sure. Could be the missing link, but I don't like the clenching of the fists. I'm saying if you come at me, just so you're aware, I was trained by Future Mark, who was trained by Bruce Lee, and I will neck chop you. That's my first move. You know, everybody's always like, oh, I'm gonna throw a punch. You kidding me? I'm sorry. You know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna come very close to you, Igor. But when I do it, I go neck chop, and you don't even know it's coming. You know, you're like, oh great, I was there, I was having a good time, and all of us out of nowhere, I neck chop, and that one I gave him in the chest. I wanted to feel it in the chest area, but hey, you do a quick one, neck chop like that. Stitch, when Stitch gives me a hard time, you know, I'm like, Stitch, I neck chop, and he doesn't like it. You know, I'll go over here to freaking Lumpy, Lumpy, can I give you a neck chop? You mind if I give you? Lumpy. Lumpy, come on. You mind if I do a Billy Goat on you over here? Billy Goat rough. Oh, yes, look at me. I got clenched fists. Yes, you do. Neck chop! I'm sorry about that, lumpy head. Now you got a lumpy head and a lumpy neck. I'm sorry when we do it, and you get lumpy, and you're doing with a Billy Goat rough. You know, it's in the Ukraine. In Ukraine, this is where Billy Goat Rough was written. You know, it was Billy Goat Ruff at the time when they wrote it back in the day. It was Christian Nivedoklaviner, and it was also from Swedish descent. Look, when you're doing it, and you have all of the knowledge of the Ukraine, you know, the crisis here, because of Igor, and because of Stitch, and because of stupid Lumpy Head, double camera Lumpy Head. They had to pay, you know, it was SAG plus, you know, it was a double SAG. So like, oh, we'll give you a SAG minimum, but they did it twice because they needed to hire 2 cameramen. That's always tough. It's always tough when you're dealing with such a large noggin. Ben Affleck, imagine he's got 186 cameras to shoot one Ben Affleck head. That is a whole different story we'll talk about another time. But these guys don't want to hear about Ben Affleck head. Lumpy head is really a problem for everybody. He's like the Mel Gibson from the Lethal Weapon of the Ukraine army. Because when they come here and they're like, oh, we could take them on head first. And freaking Lumpy Head comes out of nowhere and he jumps out of a window and lands on top of you with a rocket attached to him, so he takes you off on a ride. That's Lumpy Head. That's the way he works. You know, he's used to being a daredevil. You know, Lumpy Head, when's your new YouTube video coming out where you just kind of do stupid stuff and bang your head to get even more mongoloidish? Mongoloid! I can't do it! Tell him, Frippin! I got a mongoloid over here! What are we talking about? You do Renaissance Man show coming down with a mongoloid? I was here at Ukraine border. I was supposed to get just a straight up conversation here with Igor. Maybe a little something with Stitch. You had to throw a Mongo in? I can't. I freaking Mongo. Look at his stupid clenching his freaking fist. Stop it, Mongo, boy. Oh my goodness. Mongo. Listen, buddy. What are we doing? I can't anymore. You're making me cry. And not because I'm laughing at you. It's because I feel bad for that Mongo head. What are we doing? We're doing a new Blazing Saddles. You're in. You are the new Mongo. I swear it. We're doing it. And we're going to have to do it without any race, you know, any race issues. You can't do any, you know, creating any race problems. It's just making fun of your ridiculously massive, stupid head. That's what we need to do, Mongo. I'm sorry. What's that, Igor? No, Igor, I'm sorry. You got an issue with Mongo, okay? I can't do anything with it. I was going to bring some ice. Why the freak is I keeping this going? What the hell? Oh, sometimes when you go over the edge, you can't come back. You know what I mean? Right, Igor? What, Igor? No, Igor.
You're there. I was there with you. And all of a sudden, I got that freaking look at that head. I'm sorry. When you got a head like that, it's hard to keep your cool. No, Telefriff, if you want me to do another take? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get my composure. God, I didn't know you cut me off. How long ago? Jeez. I'll tell you what, that's the first time you've ever done anything right as a director. You cut me off as soon as I started to break character. You're like, this is not good for publication. Let's cut it off the air. So when we're going live with this, they're not like, what the freak happened over there with Mark Pires, Channel 7 News? Looks like he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle that noggin over there. And honestly, I couldn't, Telefriff. I'm glad you did that. It's a very good job. What? Telefriff live again? Why don't you freak give me a 3, 2, 1 and line me in? You can't go 3. And like that? George Lucas, you're doing it. You're trying to be like George Lucas because you're not. You're the opposite. You're you're basically Ed Wood, and George Lucas is awesome. George Lucas does a 2. He runs on 2. So 3, and then you're in, and all of a sudden you have to be on in 2. So that's a George Lucas. But you can't do that, Telefriff. I'm here. Wait. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Channel 7 News, Mark Pires. I'm here again with Igor, Stitch, and Lumpyhead. We're having a chat about the kind of conversation, the formal agreements, if so, and also what we were talking about as far as war. We're talking about straight up like, using these specific rockets here and sending them towards another, party, maybe like the U.S. I don't know what they're planning on doing here. I'd love to get a word from Igor. Telefriff says he speaks Ukrainian. He freaking doesn't. He's just jibber-jabbering over there. Igor over here, he's looking pretty pissed. I'm really worried about clenchy fists over there with that noggin. I'm just saying, guys, you missed it during the commercial break, but he was saying how sorry he was that he's been so touchy, Like, we're here, we're being so friendly to him. And he's just being so mean. Right? Yeah, I know, Telefriffin, right? Telefriffin saying, like, yes, you've been nothing but kind to him this entire time. And look, when you have someone acting so rude in return, and being so freaking lumpy, not just in the head, but also in spirit, then you start to you catalog where you are in life, So, look, I just want to say one thing to you guys, and I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Igor, you're doing a great job leading the pack, okay? Stitch, you're a freaking animal over there with the double missile stitch. You got him in your hands, you're ready to go. I see you. And Lumpy, for God's sakes, get that head looked at. Something's wrong. Something's freaking wrong with that nog! No, I know, Telefriff, I can't get through when I look at that nog. Every time I look at it. Oh my goodness. There's a problem over there. God almighty. What does your wife say? I gotta know. Does she just like, oh, hey, Lumpy, how was work today? Did you blow anything up in the friggin' G769er back there? We're just trying to scratch the surface, guys. Trying to scratch the surface here, Ukraine, with the 3 amigos, Ukrainian 3 amigos. It's the UTA. It's the UTA right here. The Ukrainian 3 amigos. Guys, I appreciate you. Look, I gotta wrap this up. We have to apparently get to the front lines. Apparently, front lines are going on right now. There's like an explosion. You guys going to get in there, and I know you're bringing that. You're gonna take the tank and line up with the other tanks. Go do it. I'll be right behind you. Okay, Telefriff, can we get this scene done? I'm serious. Like, this is a little nervous about this one. Okay. Oh, Mark, we just need you to get in front of the tanks and do a quick one. All right, anytime now. What? I gotta wait for Connie to finish up her scene? For the love. When? What's she doing? She's interviewing Sleep Sofa Joe? God all freaking mighty. This is going to take forever. He's sleeping probably in and out. They'll be like, oh, and they have to cut it. So it's going to be 3 hours before we get him on here. I'm here in front of the tanks. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a lot of tanks here. I'm in the Ukraine. It's about to get real, you know, but I'm waiting for them to bring me on the air. Telefriff is being a jerk as usual. He's not getting me on the air when I go, I'm on the air. I'm on now? God almighty, Telefriff, why don't you give me a 3, 2, 1? You're going to do it, George Lucas again? 3. You didn't even give me the 3. You're doing a Randy Telefriff, which is nothing. You're the worst director in history time. And you go Ed Wood style and you just go live. And then I'm just yelling at you because you're an idiot buffoon. You know, I mean, how many years in a row, Telefriffrin, is it for you and the Ed Wood Award, the stellar reputation you have for being the worst director of the year? Anyway, look, we're doing it. I'm here. Channel 7 News. Mark Pyers, Ukraine border. Yeah, we got tanks lined up here. They're ready to go to war, people. I'm telling you, we had a call in just a little while ago from Vladimir Putin. Personally, he came and he said, they stopped war. I said, Putin, what are you talking about? You can't start war. We're here. I'm on the border. I'm trying to save it all. I'm trying to do it here at the border, doing a conversation with the world. They come in. They see the strength, you know, of the tanks. You got Putin going, look, we stopped war. No war. No war, Putin. I fixed it. Right here, I came out and I did a newscast. You ask me how that's going to fix it? You'll see. When I finish up, the whole world changes. Oh, what an amazing Channel 7 news broadcast that was. You know, when you're here and you've got 8 tanks behind you lined up, you know, you just kind of deal with it. And you just say, look, hopefully they don't turn the direction of those guns and move them in the direction of Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News. We have an agreement, you know, it's part of the Mutual of Omaha Treaty that was signed in '86. And if you don't know about the Mutual of Omaha Treaty, you should look it up, okay? It has some really great fine points to get involved with if you are shooting with Channel 7 News. Look, what we're dealing with right now is 3,000 troops coming to fight this. And Igor is in the one in the middle. You see with his stupid head and the headgear on? Hey, Igor! No, I was just was saying that you're great. I don't want him turning that turret at me. Listen, Igor, how far can you shoot that missile if you shoot it at, say, a 35-degree angle? How far is it going before it makes impact, before it goes and it reaches the planet? What are we talking about here? Igor, can't speak your freaking language. Yeah, I don't speak your freaking Ukrainian. It's a trick. It's a trick at you again. I really don't give a crap. You know, it's not safe to be around. You're going to blow things up. You know, I think you should stop. And you should do right by the world, Ukraine, and you're dealing to Russia, and everybody wants to fight. Why can't we just get along? No, Telefriff, I know we're supposed to say war, 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 because that's how we make money, is where it bleeds, it leads. I get it. Where it leads, it leads. Whatever the hell I say. We're doing it, though. We're absolutely doing it here tonight. And I want you to understand that, Randy Telefriffin, the reason why I keep getting brought back over and over. Ukraine border, Blizzard of 22, Christmas special. Dystopia 2021 and 2022. Telefriff, did you get the notice for that? Yeah, I just got it last week. Apparently there's going to be another episode of Dystopia 2022. It's coming out this week. So we should have an episode 4. Is it episode 4 of Dystopia 2020? Yeah. It's the Dystopia 2020s. That's what it should be called. And what I'm dealing with over there is a world that's dying. Basically, communism takes over. I'm on the streets, bringing it to you, giving it to you straight. Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News. So before I get swept away in this arms race to steal the border, to fight over some stupid thing that we're somehow involved with, won't get involved with, you know, protecting our own personal border in the United States. Well, we're gonna do it here. Well, they sent me here. Like, you know how much easier it would have been to send me down to Texas, go down to the border, do a story at the border? Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News down at the border. Instead, they sent me to freaking Ukraine. You know how long I was on a plane for? I have no idea. They gave me propofol. I was out. I got on. They gave me the propofol. Michael Jackson style. They had the doctor. You know, he got out, and they gave it to the Channel 7 News team. You know, like he got a gig right away. Channel 7 News. Look, at the end of the day, you have to remember that when you're doing the Channel 7 News and you're giving it to people straight, you came to the freaking Ukraine. I don't see, you know, Jimmy Fallon in Ukraine. You know, I don't see Trevor Noah in the Ukraine. I don't see Jimmy Kimmel in the Ukraine. Do you? No. They're sitting in their cozy studios at home that were built multi-million dollars. I'm here in Ukraine with tanks and Igor and his stupid brother Stitch and ridiculous Mongo head. It's been an experience. It has been an experience. And I do have to say, for me, Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, and Randy Telefriffin, the worst director in the history of time, but is personally my personal director. Can't get rid of him. I have no way to get rid of him. We do have occasionally, we have a backup, but lately it's just been Telefriff, you know? And we're doing okay with him, you know, but McGreedyson, every once in a while, when you need McGreedyson, he comes out and does a substitute. You know, when you got McGreedyson, and he's almost as bad as Telefriffin. So sometimes we say that and then we get him and we're like, oh, you're so much worse than Telefriff. Are you sure you didn't get the Edward Award? He's like, no, I was runner-up. It's what happens. Look, for some reason, I get the worst, two worst directors in the history of time are given to their Mark Pires Channel 7 News team, you know? Like you guys remember last time? The whole video, I'm like, oh, this was such a great, this was a Pulitzer. I was ready to send this broadcast to Pulitzer. I get back, he shot my feet the whole time. He shot my feet, guys. My feet. Not even like joking. He zoomed in and on my feet. Well, I'm sitting there, I'm going, Channel 7 News. Even I got a couple jumps in. We're doing it. I'm jumping. I'm doing it. Right? And he got my feet up in there and you got this great shot of my feet coming up in there. I'm like, I guess I make a rap video out of it. You know, but I couldn't use it. I had the broadcast of my life. Broadcast of my life. Gave it to people, the information. We had the teleprompter going. I had an Igor. I had a Stitch. Oh, the times are changing. Bob Dylan, I think. I don't know. But they are. And we're here, Telefriff. Do you want to say anything on the way? No, that's right. You're an idiot and you don't speak Ukrainian. I was going to say, if you wanted to say something to the boys here real quick that are about to put their lives on the line, that I would allow you to do that, okay? But if you don't do it now, you're done. Randy Telefriff, okay? Guys, don't forget, all of this stuff is live improvisation. There is no script here. We just take a friggin' moment to make some magic happen. We go some direction, and all of a sudden I allow this ride to take place. I don't know what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do ever, but hopefully this made you laugh a little. That's all I could say. Bye, Manon. Now that's a freaking video right there if I've ever seen one. You know? Doing it Ukraine style. Oh, everybody's like, Ukraine this, Ukraine that. I had the friggin' inside scoop. Inside scooping it. Oh, how did he know? I'm sorry. When you're in the middle of it and you're doing it, it just comes together, you know. Just you do a 9-minute Ukraine from the border. Oh, I can't believe you were able to get that done. Excuse me. You did a 24-minute blizzard in the news, blizzard in the 2022 blizzard. That was crazy. Yeah. But sometimes when you're down it and people don't really care, you're like, whatever, screw you then. You know, blizzard of the night. Mark Blizzard of the night. That's what they call me when I'm working it, you know. Sometimes you're working it and you're just trying to make a buck, you know. Dr. Weasel Fraudshe, The Truth Exposed, 78 views. It's 25 minutes long. It's probably because it's 25 minutes long. Star Wars Jabba the Soros. That's kind of connected here to, Rich Killian making us what we need. Jim's Chicken Coop. Ooh, no chicken sandwich for you. This is the one, I think. Hold on. That is the one I want to watch. Chicken Coop in it.
I think it's called the unexpected woohoo, you know. Let's see if this is the one. Pretty sure this is the one. Or a chicken coop in it, you know. Come on, dude. Just looking for one animation. So, oh yeah, this is it. Guys, this right here, you know, we could theoretically just take some of these bits and just drop them as a movie, put a bunch of them together and make movies. This one right here would be an amazing scene in one of those movies.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore our wide selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
We need a woohoo, guys. We're starting off a midday woohoo. Surprise! Give me a woohoo! You didn't even know you were coming in for a woohoo. You came down real estate segment. You got a woohoo. You're like,
Maybe I'll get some tips so I can go and buy that little casa on the corner.
you got a woohoo as well. They're doing it, right?
Oh, yeah, it was a nice morning. I had my
Coffee. I feel bad you had that hot coffee in your hand when that woohoo came. You got that woohoo coffee everywhere, all over you, burning, you know, melted skin situation. Had to see a plastic surgeon. That was on you. But look, you got to be prepared for a woohoo when you stop by Renaissance Man Show. It's just what we do here. You wake up, you walk into a woohoo, and you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the world now, right? There, woohoo, situation. Zabrowski, thanks for coming in early today for that woohoo. No, you don't get paid double. It's just a single situation. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. The Grammy winner. You know.
I want to be paid for this one too, Mark.
You drove up. That's on you. You know the show time is at 10 p.m. You're coming down to a midday show, hanging out, having lunch on me? You get me to buy you lunch? And then you're also expecting to get paid for your woohoo? Right, guys? The goal? What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne. Your lunch is paid for. You work for the show. This guy, he's a woohoo guy. A woohoo guy comes in just for the woohoo. You came in, I thought you were just coming to hang out today. You just wanted to get some real estate advice. I know you were thinking about buying. He's actually asked me, he's thinking about coming out of that city, coming up to Connecticut. I may help Zabrosk find a house out here, which would be a lot easier. Doesn't have to make that commute every day to do the woohoo. Yeah. You know, but when Zabrowski puts himself out there, coming out here, a midday show to do a woohoo, I'm buying him lunch at least. You know what I mean? I don't care if it wasn't good. You asked for the chicken sandwich.
It wasn't. It was dry chicken, Mark.
Well, what do you want me to do? Call the chef? Oh, Zabrowski said that your chicken was dry. Yeah, good luck. You don't know Jim, the owner of that deli. He is not a nice man. He'll go crazy on the phone. He does this thing. No chicken sandwich for you. And when you get that, it's all over. You know? George, what are we doing? I'm dying, Jerry! You get that going on? I got my, Ragala 2. I had to go get my Ragala 2. And they said, no Ragala 2 for you. And you're there, Zabrosk. You're getting it. You're getting it. And you want me to call in and chance that with Jim, the crazy owner? That guy's nuts. Crazy Jim, they call him. Slim Jim. Because he also steals cars on the weekends. Yeah, no, he's like the Slim Jim master. Got it. Let's go, baby. He's got a really cool, weird voice. Yeah, you'd like him, Zabrosk. He'd be like, hey, let's hang out. Let me do a woohoo for you. He would love it. I'm pretty sure Jim would love a woohoo. You know what? How about this, Zabrosk? I'm just spitballing. Why don't you give him a call and you could just throw a woohoo out there first and see how that goes, right? You really want me to try to get that resolved for you right now? And listen, you may have to throw a woohoo at him because I think he's going to be throwing things at us. I may get a no chicken sandwich for you situation, and then I won't be happy because that's the best chicken sandwich they make. I don't even know what your problem is. Dry chicken. You know what? I'm wrestling with this one, Zabrosk, because
I like that chicken. You know, I don't want to be banned for life for asking for a refund for Zabrosk. You know, I'm paying already. Like, why am I asking for a refund? I'm willing to pay for your sandwich that you say is not good. That is like no consequence of me. I paid for it. Now you want me to complain on your behalf? Oh, yo, send another one over. There's something in that sandwich, Zabrosk. And it's not chicken. All right. Jim, Mark Pyers, Renaissance Man. Like, no, I appreciate you're a huge fan of the show. Look, Jim, I'm here. I'm doing it. Monologue situation. Renaissance Man. Yeah, no, my sandwich was delicious, Jim. Best sandwich I've ever had. Calling about Zabrosk. No, I know. I told him you made an extra special one for him. I know. No, it was fine. It was perfect, Jim. Best sandwich ever. Yeah, no, I have a great day. Yeah, no problem. All right, have a great day. Bye, Jim. No, I'm sorry, Zabrosk. I can't. He was getting pissed off already. I told him it was a great sandwich. He's screaming at me. What do you want me to do? Complain to Jim and get no sandwich for you? You know what, buddy? I love you. I love the woohoo and all, you know? But maybe there's something wrong with your taste buds. Maybe you don't know what dry chicken and moist chicken is, because I got the same chicken. That was a pretty good chicken. All right? I think I heard like a little bit of when I was eating it. That's how moist it was. It was a fresh chicken. And you're there complaining about Jim's Chicken Shack. You know, when Jim opened his chicken shack and he started serving the entire neighborhood the best chicken around, you know, it was clear that, you know, you did not want to complain with Jim, because if you do, you get a lifetime ban. You don't want a lifetime ban from Jim's Chicken Shack. Oh, I'm going to get some wings today. I'm sorry, you're banned for life. But why is it? You complained about Zabrosk. Oh, that's right. I called about Zabroski. He said dry chicken. You never say the words dry chicken to Jim, the owner of the Chicken Shack. Unless you want to. Yeah, exactly. You want to ban a life. He goes, unless you want to ban for life? Yeah, exactly, Zabrosk. Unless you want to ban for life. I'm not interested in ban for life. Okay, I'm here. I'm doing it. Renaissance Man Show. I like my chicken from Jim's Chicken Shack. Someone better open up a place called Jim's Chicken Shack now. I'm just saying, that's a good name. Open up the Chicken Shack. The chicken coop. Jim's Chicken Coop. He's got it. He's doing it. He sells eggs too. Like if you're ever looking for a dozen, he sells 9. You're only able to get 9 from Jim. And if you complain about the 9, ooh. All right, good luck on that one, you know? Yeah, I know, Zabrosk. Zabrosk goes, no. Don't complain about the 9 egg situation. You know. No, Joanne, I know it takes you a good 9 eggs to just get full. I get it, you know, but still, you're doing a 9 stack. You're going to get a 9er. You know, we got rid of the term dozen. Went with a 9er. Oh, hey, Jim, you got a 9er? Sure, here you go. It's a weird, like, egg carton situation, too, where it, like, comes out with a middle finger at the end, with the last, you know, egg is, because usually at the 8, you're good. You know, it's a nice square box. Now, you did a 9er. The 9er's got this weird extra at the end, so you could be like, what's that, buddy? And you flip it at people, you know? It's just a way of Jim always getting his last at, you know, the world. He's like selling 9ers. You should see his commercial. It's freaking awesome. He's holding them in both hands. He's like, come on down and get your 9ers. And he's flipping the bird. It's the bird. He's flipping the birds, you know? Look, guys, I got my 9ers. And he's doing it. He's holding them up, you know? He gets a little smile. The only time I've ever seen Jim smile in my life is that moment when he's holding his double 9ers up. You know?
I don't want to sound cocky, but watching my body turn into a Ferrari, basically. You know, it was,
hell yeah.
Jim, chicken coop. You know, it was a very interesting experience, you know, to be around that, because most people were like, you know, 12 works. We're just going to go with the dozen. You know, it's easy to say. It rolls off. Hey, can I have a dozen eggs? No, I'm sorry. And Jim was like, we're doing something about that. You know, I'm giving the old FU to the dozen situation. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I'm doing a niner. Niner? When he showed me the egg carton, I get it, Jim. I get it. Especially because he did it sideways. Like, so eggs usually go up and down, which they do for the 8, but the 9th goes sideways. So it's extra long. He's like an extra long finger, you know, just giving that old, hey, how are you? Why don't you go, you know, here you go. This is what I think of you. The commercial. Oof, priceless. I'm going to find it. Let me see if I can play it for you guys. Oh, I may have to. I'll track it down. I'll play it for you tonight. I know I have it. I know. He's holding it. Ooh. I hope you guys know this is the best. These are the best eggs in the world. I got these niners. These niners are for you, you know. If there's one thing I want to say to you, it's this. Check this out. This is a niner right here. Nobody does dozens anymore. We do a niner, and we take $1 off as well. So you get $1 off, and you get a niner. And you could send it to the person you hate most as a gift. Take the eggs out first. Fill it with sand. Dynamite. Whatever. That's on you. That's part of the commercial. You'll see. I mean, that part was what got it kind of like on the red flag situation, you know, with the FCA, FD, the CDC. I don't know who it was. Somebody was on to it, you know. They were like, you know, we can't do that. The FCC is who it really was. The FCC came out of nowhere. They're like, hold on a second. What are you doing there? You're broadcasting this commercial, telling people about dynamite in your egg cartons that are shaped like some guy giving someone the finger. We don't do that here, sir. We use dozens. Dozens? There was a case, you know, the case of Jim's chicken coop against the dozens. That was a thing. People got really upset because Jim tried to get rid of the dozen. Like, everybody wanted dozen, and Jim was like, nope, we're bucking the system. You know, comes out with the dozen situation. It became a movement all of a sudden on Twitter. I saw a TikTok trend where people were doing the dozens. They're like, yo, Jim! And they do it, you know, and then they were getting like FYP situation where all of a sudden the entire world is watching, you know, and they're like, I want to get one of those egg carton situations. And they start ordering them in bulk. You know, Jim did well that summer. You know, it was the summer of Jim's chicken coop. And then when he got billboards across the country, ooh, that was the best. And he's holding his eggs. Forget about a dozen. Get yourself a niner. He goes, these 2 niners are for you. I mean, like that, you know. Someone tells you what kind of eggs you should get. You tell them to go 9 themselves. Bang, biggity boo it, you know. And you're holding it up. You got it. It's at Kroger's. And when you walked in, and it's like right there, instead of being flat where they stack them, they have them up and down like a champagne, you know. So it's like, look at that. That looks interesting over there. You know, I have to say that Jim really did it right. You know, like, you got to be different. You got to be different. Jim, think about it this way. You have to think about it like from the creative side. Jim owns chickens. Jim kills chickens. Jim sells really good chicken sandwiches. Jim says, I got eggs. How am I going to compete? All the other egg guys out there. Plus, I hate everybody. So let's make a niner. You know? It's actually a perfect idea for a guy who's out of his friggin' mind, you know? Anyway, that is the Jim situation. Jim's Chicken Coop. You can check it out on the corner of Route 37 and Monmouth Boulevard. It's a place I made up. But at the end of it, both places I made up. And Jim may exist. I don't really know. But I do think the Niners are a pretty freaking good idea. I'm going to make it. I'm making a Niner box of egg carton situations. We're going out there. I'm putting billboards across the country. Jim's Chicken Coop. I got a mullet situation going. Teeth gone. We're doing a thing. And the hair starts back here. Bald to here. And then the mullet, right? Get yourself an honor. We're doing that, where it looks like the guy just crawled out, like he was being hidden, like Sloth. We're doing a Sloth from Goonies situation. I actually may go like this, holding the niner and go, hey, you guys, Rocky Road, hee 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 hee, on the billboard. You're gonna see Rocky Road, hee 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 hee, and then it'll say sponsored by John Matuzak. Sloth. Goonies 86. Tiffany! Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you for your donation. You are amazing. It is such a pleasure to see you guys supporting me. Thank you so much, mullets. Yeah, you know what? I think you got to do a mullet situation. And when you're doing it, and you put on those fake teeth thing, where it's clearly you should have been brushing your teeth when you were a child, and you just decided that you'd rather just eat stuff and never brush your teeth again. And the gross thing going on, that would be, like the backwoods where they never went to, there's that whole stereotypical thing. That's what I got to be clear, because you don't want to ever offend anybody, but it's the stereotypical in the backwoods, never went to school, never met a person in their lives type of situation. And they come out of the woods and they're just like, hey guys, get yourself an honor, and you're doing it. That guy made a killing, never came out and met a person in his life. Now he's a multi-millionaire, Oh, look, I was living in the woods eating friggin' rats and whatever else, a carcass that I could find, I came out, I found these couple of cartons. Someone took a picture of me doing a niner situation in the double decker. Hey, you guy, you're doing a Rocky Road, you're doing it. All of a sudden, billboards, mullet guy. Everybody wants to meet the mullet guy. He's at national events, but masked, not because of CV, just because of the smell, But so he's doing it though. He's there. He's shaking people's hands. They're like, mullet guy, we loved you in that film you did, Coming Out of the Woods, And he's like, I loved it. He's like, gods, I'll give you a niner. Getting the niner. Sometimes when you got the niner, and you're just trying to not have the uncomfortable part of the niner, but you got it and you can't change anything. You just have to deal, I'm bringing TikTok back in, see if we can get anybody over here to join us.
Come on, man.
Saturday Night Live. We're jamming all night. Saturday night. We're feeling alright. You know, with our bad self like we do every day. So let's get down, let's play, 'cause it's Saturday Night Live, you know. Well, we got to get that hop up and got to feel like, hey, it's that freestyle jam, yeah, you know. We're gonna get down, gonna rock down, gonna beat this jam on and on through the night into the day. I've been taking it all in, yeah, watching the world spin out of control. Hey, we keep gathering every day. We keep watching the rain fall down in puddles, yeah. And people are drowning in, yeah. If you can't distinguish the difference between the rain and the sunny day, you got a something coming, but on it too, yeah. Everyone's running from some, they're rolling for some quiet time. Yeah, get away from it all as the world starts to fall, implode on itself. Not maybe spring, maybe fall. Who knows? Gonna not be much longer. We got earthquakes, volcanoes, and it's like it's gonna fall, you know. Slipping by while the day rolls by. Everybody wonder why we can't find some peace this day, this age we're living through. We're here for a reason, I swear to you. You got to let it all out, yeah. Don't let it weigh you down, no, 'cause that's what their intentions used to be. Yeah, you got to let it go, you got to be free. Yeah, let the world pass you by. Yes, you got that smile wide on your face. Yeah, nothing take you away. Oh, you can't take you away. No, nothing can be different. Yeah, you can't take you away from that smile on your face. Yeah. Oh, everyone's standing around. They got nothing but a darkness in their heart. Yeah, a chip on the shoulder. Yeah, it's getting older. Yeah, I don't want to see it no more. Gonna find my way out the door. Yeah, I'll find a sunny day to stand outside and even I'm gonna stand in the rain without an umbrella. I don't care, 'cause I gotta get away. Said I don't care what it's like outside. I got to get away. I take the time. Watch the hill fall down. Break the glass on the cars driving by. It's getting real out here. Yeah, clear. We're looking at the end time. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, we're talking about the end days. 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 Oh. Talking about the end is coming any day, yeah, you can't stop now. One momentum bringing us down day by day. The end is like a cyclone, bring us down on the ground, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be about the end days. Oh yeah, I'm getting, yeah, I've been sweating, yeah, it's just so ready, yo, I don't know, got you distracted with that negative, yeah, you can't stop, no, you keep getting yourself down, yo, gotta dig yourself out of the hole, yeah, we got limited time, don't you know? Talking about the end days. We're talking about the end days. about the ending. We're talking about the ending. We're talking about the ending. Yes. So we got two pieces. Oh yeah, we're talking about the end days here. Renaissance Man Day 1181 in a row. Don't you know, gonna flow. Gonna grab the microphone. Gonna go till the sun comes up in the morning. Yep, gonna get my cough. Gonna get the brew. Gonna get them beans and grind them down. You know, got the sound. The dogs are freaking out 'cause they don't like the beans when they go to the fine ground sand in the paper. You drop it into that freaking thing. Oh, I got it in the coffee maker now. Yeah, drippity drew. A lot to getting down 'cause you got a coffee or two. I'm gonna get some milk, gonna steam it on the side. Throw some cinnamon on top. Now you know that's fly. Gonna kick it, yeah. Got you kick it, yeah. You don't need no Starbucks 'cause that sucks. Yeah, you got to make your own drips. Yup, get the chick, yep. Kick it out on the Sunday morning. Yeah, gonna down to the break of dawn. But yeah, talk about the end days. Yeah. Just you talk about the end days. Talk about the end days. Joanne's in the back. Yep, slap attack. She's got the humungocarditis on the side. You know, goes on us with that voucher ride. You got to wear 1,747 masks. Biggity boo, that's what we say. CDC told you. You got to listen to the guidelines and do everything we say to do. And when it's not right, we'll say we blame the unbacked boo. 'Cause we know that they're the problem, you. Talking about the end days, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the end days. Yeah. Talk about the end days. Yeah. Talk about the end days. Yep. Oh, you know, nothing make a sense in 2022. Yep. Looking round, all I see is crazy people. How about you? It's like they're all out of their freaking minds. They've gone off the cliff on the left side. What's going down? Nothing's down the middle no more. Everybody's talking about the crap that should be out the door. Yeah, like a 6-year-old talking about sex. Nope, I don't think that makes sense. Nope, gonna have to break your neck. I don't care, you can make it about any topic that you choose. But you're just getting behind the fake news. You got the mainstream, National Enquirer, main fake news, man. How am I messing up, Joanne? We got the mainstream fake news, National Enquirer media. Yeah, they're the kicking on the backside. No matter what you hear, you know it's a lie. Yeah, coming out the side. You can tell they're lying 'cause they're smiling. Is they saying everything, making you feel like you're out of your mind. It's not you, it's them. Yeah, they're on an agenda tip. Yeah, you got to tell them that they can take a trip. I don't know. Talking about that's crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Down, one time, doing the Renaissance show. Talking about the end days. Oh, yeah, it's hard to talk about the end days. It's like this replaying package. Yeah, you're going to take it. Yeah, taking us down. Talk about the end days, yes. Talk about gonna take us out one by one when we don't realize. Yeah, we say, did it have something to do with that flies? I don't know, but it seems pretty suspect that that person dropped dead 2 weeks after taking Bugaboo number 2. What you saying? Nothing to see here. How about you? Let's talk about some other subject, 'cause you know they don't want to take any blame. No, they sweep it under the rug. What? We'll talk about the Ukraine 24/7. Who knew about the Cove? Yeah, that was so last month. We're talking about something new, don't you see? When we did something criminal, we can't let you point it out and make it a big deal. We got the fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media to sweep up all of our mess, yeah. Oh, they're the best to you, yeah, but nobody trust anything they're saying anymore. Yeah, they're coming out with this Ukraine story. I'm like, I don't know what to believe, 'cause I haven't heard anything that seems real for about 5 years now. Oh, ain't gonna change on a night just 'cause the war's over on the other side. Overseas, so maybe they won't know that we're shooting down at the knees, not telling them what's really going down. Yeah, no one's gonna make a sound. Yeah, talking about the end days. Oh, talking about the end days. You got a weak leader, yeah, leading us to our misery, yeah, 'cause he don't care about anything but the pillow. Yeah, he's sleeping every day at the Oval. Yeah, you like a why don't you do something with that time, maybe save this country. No, we're gonna do everything we can to save the Ukraine. What the frig are we talking about over here? Yeah, no one even care about the USA anywhere. They're like, let's throw all cash overseas. Yeah, so like this COVID-19, and we got to stimulate these other economies over on part the U. Yeah, what the heck? Then they give us a hard time for a $600 stimulus. But what the fuck are we talking about, Joanne?
You're gonna give us a hard time to get a check, $600 every person in the country? But you give all of our money away to other countries?
Bunch of horse crap is what I say, you know?
Yeah, we're talking about the end days. You know, every major society that's ever ruled on this planet, they all went the same way. At the very end, society became ultra focused on gender. Talk about the end days, fam and friends. They want to make everything about race and gender. That has been the end days for every civilization prior to ours. We've had a good run, but we're talking about the end days. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor. Let's try to spread the word and get some more people to the light before it's too late, because it's freaking dimming. And there's only a few more days left. But a few more, it could be a million, it could be a billion, who the freak knows, but time is coming to an end. For us, certainly. But for our planet and for the existence of time, we may be talking about the end days. Oh, we're talking about the end days. Family friends, TikTok, welcome to the show. Day 1181 in a row. Yeah, we're getting down every night, don't you know? For the last 3 years, every day, 2 hours plus, don't you know? Whatever I can say, whatever my heart springs to the surface to pray. 2 hours, 49 minutes, and then we're still kicking at the ass. got a new song going right now, freestyling all night till the sound goes down. Yeah, till the dogs start barking, taking me out to make them all for the party. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm tired. 1:40 in the morning. Oh, we got to talk about the end. Yeah. We talk about the end. This is a live freestyle improvisation in the moment. We're writing it right now, Cindy. We're writing it right now, my fam and friends. Syriat, how are you, my friend? Christian, America and freedom is right. We're talking about America and freedom, yeah, cause you know been showing up for the last 3 years, yeah. Dropping logic, yeah, coming with the common sense. All you got to do is tell some friends, cause we're here every night forever, yeah. Cause you know nothing can stop the light, no, wait, no. Cause we're going to get with it, yeah. We're going to build up the love we're going to share, yeah. Cause we're talking about the end days, yeah. And we don't want to come to an end, no. But you start talking about gender and you know that's the end game, no. What happened to Rome? Same thing, yeah. What happened to ancient Greece? Yeah, same thing. When they start focusing on gender, on a race, you know we're in the wrong place, yeah. We're talking about the end days, yeah. We're talking about the end days, yeah. Oh, it's all about the end days, yes. End days, yeah, no coming back now. Coming to a close, yeah. Talking about the oh yeah. Talking about the end days. We're talking about the end days. Talking about the end days. We're talking about the end days. We're talking about the end days. Thank you, MJ. Thank you guys for listening to that little jammeroo. What do we come up with there? That's a new song. How are you over here on TikTok, my friend? We're talking about the end days, you can't get away from the end days, cause they're coming in this timeline. That's why we're here, cause we got to find a way to come together, yeah, before it's too late, cause we're together forever. When we join my friends, yes, we're talking about the end days. Oh, we're talking about the end days. We are talking about the end days. We've been here 1,181 days in a row. We're kicking it every night. Don't you know this is the Renaissance Man Show? We lift each other up into the light. We write songs live in the moment. We create comedy, and we are never stopping, no matter how much the negativity of this world tries to defeat this light. It can never be stopped. And I just want you to understand one thing. You may have found me today, or you may know this show, and you may have been showing up for a while. I've been sending love at you, and I'll be here every day forever doing it, so keep showing up. Keep telling people that we are going to rock out before the end days. We control our fate. We can gather, we can rise above, and we can decide to destroy the darkness of this world together. So before it is the end days, before there's no turning back, let's come together, fam and friends. Let's come together. So until tomorrow, Bobby Chizzy, my brother, Bradley Smith, and MJ. Until tomorrow, fam and friends, when we do it all over again for day 1182 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. Make sure you catch up on replays, spread the word. This was another awesome show. The music was pretty powerful. 2 songs. 2 original songs tonight, guys. Go back, check them out. They'll be on an album, maybe. If they're good enough, we'll see. 3 hours, 23 seconds into this program. Day 1181 in a row. Fam and friends, thank you for spending the time with me. Remember, tomorrow we will be doing it all over again, lifting each other up into the light, pouring out positivity into this universe, and affecting a positive change one person at a time. So if that's you tonight, give me a follow, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pyres. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away, away, away. You got to go away. Till tomorrow, fam. Till tomorrow.